All right, guys, we are here. We're less than an hour out from the game. We're getting ready to go. Let me pull up so I could see chat. Bills versus Seahawks. Put a poll in the chat. Who wins? Bills, Seahawks. All right, let's get right into it. Buffalo Bills heading to Seattle. I know we haven't had many home games this year. I think we've won at home every game we have played at home. So we're gonna see how this game goes. We've struggled against uh good teams so far. It has not been a strong start against good teams, losing against the Texans in a close one, and then the Ravens in a pretty bad game. So, I think the Bills could pull it off. You know, Amari Cooper, he's had his first full week of practice, which is obviously gonna help a lot. Coming off a good game against whoever. I'm tripping against the Titans. So we expect a good one today. I'm not positive if DK Metcalf is out. I'm gonna have to check, but I'm gonna see if the injury reports came up for me yet. Wow, Jaden Daniels is active. Wow. So we're gonna see who is active and who is inactive for today's game, which, like I said, is less than an hour away. So, see if I can find it. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Bills. Curtis Samuel won't be playing. Terrell Bernard, which are Terrell Bernard's super big loss for us. Definitely gonna suck not having TB in there. Eddie Lufashu, or whatever it is. Mike Edwards, Will Clapp, Zion Logue. Alright, Logu. And then for the Seahawks, DK Metcalf, which is going to be a big loss for them, and then everyone else is just kind of backups, practice squatters, kind of like us. So we got two big people out in Curtis Samuel and Terrell Bernard, and then obviously DK Metcalf is going to be big for our secondary, who hasn't struggled. I think our secondary's played pretty well so far, so having one less major receiver to worry about is going to be big. Definitely going to be a good game, though. It's going to be a tough one for sure. Geno Smith's been good. Our run game, our run defense needs to step up. Kenneth Walker, they could definitely abuse us. Dude, I had the craziest chill ever, but yeah. They could definitely really hurt us in the run game if they wanted to, so we're definitely gonna have to be careful. It's gonna be a big game for I think we're gonna pass a lot this game because Amari Cooper. We're gonna work him in a little bit. Definitely gonna pass the ball a lot, I believe. You know, Josh Allen's trying to get back to that rhythm. Because obviously versus the Ravens and Houston, and he's just been a little bit off lately. So having Amari Cooper last week definitely boosted us. Let's see if Keon Coleman can have another big game. Obviously, Keon Coleman had a massive game against the Titans, so we're gonna see what happens with Keon Coleman tonight, and then obviously, Khalil Shakir could have a big game. It's just like it's someone different every week having a big game, and we just love to see it. Just absolutely love to see it, guys. So I'm super excited for this game. Super excited. I think the Bills dropped like a hype video for it, so let's see if we can pull it up real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be a showdown, man. Like, it's not gonna be easy. It is not gonna be easy at all. We're definitely gonna have to not be down by 10 points or 17 and then try to come back in the second half, because not every team's going to allow us to do that, right? I mean, we got lucky against the Titans. Well, not lucky. We started playing good in the second half, and our defense stepped up, and we were able to come back. But it's shown that some teams, like, they're just not going to let us come back, and we showed that against the Texans and the Ravens, where we were down. We had chances to come back, and we just couldn't do it, right? So we're gonna see what happens. Definitely, I'm not nervous for this game. I just want to see how Amari Cooper does. That's one of my biggest. That's one of my biggest things I really want to see, is if Amari Cooper could, um, step up into a bigger role this week, which he said in practice that he wanted to step into a bigger role this week, which I think he's going to. Now that he's not going to be confused on plays anymore. He's had a full week at practice. There might be a couple plays here and there that he's still a little bit iffy on, but he has really good hands. I know he had a concern about drops, but that just wasn't a problem. He dropped one pass, and it was the first pass as a Bill. He was still getting used to Josh Allen throwing him the ball, so he's obviously going to be a little bit shaky about it. But after that first pass, he kind of looked like he got comfortable and just made every catch that was thrown to him after that. And it freed up Keon Coleman a lot. Keon Coleman made some monster plays. So it's just kind of like, yeah, it's just kind of like he's just going to be the guy that frees up other people on the field, because people are going to try and double cover him. You double cover him, you got Keon and Khalil and Dalton all somewhere open on the field, right? Sorry about yawning. One thing I am worried about is the Seahawks D-line. They have just been wrecking this year, and obviously our O-line has struggled quite a bit. So our O-line needs to step up this week. People don't talk about O-line enough. It's always about the star players. Without the O-line, offense would be nothing, right? Because the quarterback wouldn't. So O-line's like a big part of football, and if our O-line doesn't step up, the game could be not great. So, and then obviously Ray Davis and James Cook, hopefully they have a big game. I just think it needs to be a balanced game against the Seahawks, because obviously Tariq Woolen coming off the injury, he's coming back. So, and he's obviously a great corner, super fast, can get to the ball. So Josh Allen needs to make sure he's putting it in safe spots to where Tariq Woolen can't jump it, right? So that's got to happen for sure. It's definitely going to be a dogfight, 100%. I'm definitely not going to be one of those blowout games. Just no way. Seahawks are a good team. They're fighting to stay in top, in front of a lot of the NFC teams that are starting to surge a little bit, right? The Rams got all their players back, so Seahawks are trying to stay in front, but also the Bills, with Jets just getting Devontae Adams, who knows where they're going to be. Even though they lost their first game, we're going to see where they stand in a couple weeks, and we actually play them again sometime soon. So it's just like, yeah, it's definitely good. It's not a needy game for the Bills. Even if we lose, we'll still be at the top of the AFC East by a lot. But it's one of those games that you just want to win to show that you could beat good teams, and you're not like the Dolphins last year, only beating below .500 teams, right? So that's just what we got to see today. We just got to see a good, balanced game. We got to see definitely a well-coached game. Sean McDermott, Joe Brady, Bobby Babich, they all need to make it happen today, 100%. Sean McDermott just got to make good calls. Like, seriously. Like, we cannot see a bad called game by Bobby Babich. We need Bobby Babich to have a good called game for sure. And then obviously we need Sean McDermott just to kind of make sure he's doing all the right things. Make sure he's, because obviously, if you guys didn't know, like, the quarterback's not the only thing that reads the defense, right? And the offensive coordinator actually, the head coach is connected to all of them, so he could hear it, and maybe he wants to change up the play if it looks different. So he'll be like, "Yo, Joe, does this look good?" And then they read defenses. That's what the whole audible thing with Josh Allen is. If he sees it different than the coordinator does, Josh Allen kind of switches up the play himself. That's how all that works. It's something around there, but yeah, Sean McDermott, we need you to have a good game. It's crazy. I'm saying the coach needs to have a good game. Sean McDermott needs to call a game very well because their defense is good. Their defense is definitely good. It's not going to be an easy team. It's just not. It's like, you know what I mean? They have a really good team. Obviously, Geno Smith, he's been playing pretty good this year. They obviously Jackson Smith and Jigba. Tyler Lockett's great, fast, has really good hands. Kenneth Walker's, I think he's dangerous in the run game, but I think he's even more dangerous in the receiving game, right? Because honestly, the Bills, when they get attacked in the middle, that's where they struggle, right? Because when they get attacked the sidelines, that's where the Bills thrive. That's where they play good. But when the ball gets thrown down the middle, someone's gonna catch it because they're usually open, right? Because we just run that zone coverage that leaves the middle kind of open because we play aggressive defense. The Bills are very aggressive on defense, and sometimes our D line just can't get through. And when our D line can't get through, that gives the receiver or to get open to develop a route and the quarterback time to do that. So, and when we play our aggressive set and we show we're blitzing, I mean, it's every time. It's not like a surprise. Like when we're blitzing, and the offense can tell, so they just switch it up. They run shorter routes, and they just kind of attack us. So I mean, like it would be nice to play maybe some man because we play a lot of zone defense. Like if you watch the Bills, we play a lot of zone defense. Um, yeah, I'm excited for this game though. If you guys are excited, let me know. If you guys are new and watching, drop a like, drop a subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 before the new year at 333. Looks pretty cool, but we don't want to be at 333, guys. We want to be at 500. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game, especially with Terrell Bernard. That's the only thing that concerns me about our defense, really. Terrell Bernard being out. Excuse me, guys. TB being out's a huge loss for the Bills. I'm excited. I'm actually like, it starts in, we're about 50-ish minutes out. Yeah, I think we're about 50 minutes out, 45, give or take 45, 50 minutes out. So less than an hour out. Getting close to game time. Bills are going to make it happen today. We're definitely going to be doing a post-game show, so make sure you guys are tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. All right. All right, let's look at some stats here. One second, guys. I'm trying to look for some stats here. Alright, so what else we gotta see, guys? First of all, I think run game is the biggest thing because our run defense is like really bad. Like they break some big runs out on us. So it's definitely with Kenneth Walker back there, it's a little bit scary, but the Seahawks don't tend to run the ball too much, so that's good. We definitely got to make sure we keep Geno Smith contained. He doesn't run too often, but he does run, so we do got to make sure we keep him contained. Josh Allen, we haven't seen him run. We haven't seen him running too much lately, so maybe if Josh Allen runs a little bit more today, I wouldn't mind that. Obviously, his hands, he's off the injury report for his hand, or he was at least, though. And then obviously, I just want to see Keon Coleman make something happen. I would like to see Amari Cooper, like I said, make something happen. We just need an all-around good game. And I'm definitely excited to see what the Bills could do. I heard Diggs got injured. What? Did Stephon Diggs tear his ACL? Oh, I guess Diggs left with an injury, so I'm not a fan of him, but I'm not gonna wish injury on people. The Colts are 4-3. I thought they had a way worse record. I'm not even gonna lie. And they're only down by 7. What are we out? 45-ish minutes out from the game? We're getting there. We're getting there. It's just taking time. It's taking time. It's taking some time, but we're getting close. We're getting close to game time, people. We are getting close to game time. Let's go. I genuinely just want to see what's his name? What's his name? Amari Cooper have a good game. That's like my number one thing I want to see for sure. Like 110%. I need to see Amari Cooper have a good game. So that's number one. Oh yeah, I forgot. DeAndre Hopkins is playing his first game for the Chiefs today, so see how that works out. Hopefully not good. I'm just kidding, but I want to see Josh Allen just tear up their secondary. Obviously, Tariq Woolen coming off that injury is gonna maybe slow him down a little bit. But we'll see. We will see. Broncos and Panthers play today. That's gonna be like the worst game of the week, bro. That's gonna be such a bad game. The game starts soon. I am ready. Alright, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the pregame show. See you guys later for the post-game show. Hopefully, we are celebrating. Sure hope so.